Hey everyone, I'm Gotham Chopra, and this is Holy Facts, the show where we take you on a tour of the weirder side of religion and spirituality, from the Illuminati to Mercury in retrograde. I hope you're ready to turn that frown upside down, because in this episode, we're looking at happiness. Although happiness is a vague concept to quantify, that hasn't stopped scientists and scholars from trying. Pop culture isn't much help. Will you be happier if you put on a yellow zoot suit and dance in front of a mural? Or should you instead have Robin Williams come over and dance in front of your fireplace? Countless studies have been done trying to measure, explain, and formulate the perfect recipe for personal happiness. And while most countries keep track of their gross national product, the tiny Buddhist country of Bhutan decided to instead measure the gross national happiness as a means to both quantify and cultivate the country's well-being. Though to be honest, if I gotta wake up to cool shaggy Bhutanese goats grazing the fields of my mountainside home every day, I'd probably be pretty happy too. The UN recently released a list ranking countries from most to least happy based on Gallup polls conducted over a 6-year period. Denmark topped the list, with the US coming in a dismal 11th. Another poll which factored in environmental impact on happiness put Costa Rica in the top spot, which is no surprise given that Costa Ricans are surrounded by some of the world's most amazing scenery. But if you want to be happy and can't move to Bhutan, Costa Rica, or Denmark, what can you do? Well, for starters, you can pick up a Bible, Quran, or Torah, because there's overwhelming scientific evidence that suggests that religious people are happier than their agnostic counterparts. They are less anxious, less suicidal, and better able to cope with stress and crises like job loss or a death in the family. This is true even when you factor in the extreme guilt and illogical disbelief in science, technology, and modern cosmology that often accompanies religious belief. What is it about religion that acts as a natural antidepressant? According to researchers, one factor is a sense of community that comes from belonging to congregation, as well as the peace of mind that comes from believing that God has your back. And people who believe in an afterlife are more happy overall. You know, not having that nagging fear of death looming over you all the time takes a lot of weight off your shoulders. And giving you some guidelines that keep you from coveting your neighbor's wife and otherwise getting into trouble also helps your well-being. Research has shown that religious people have higher self-esteem and less hypertension and depression than non-religious people, all factors that contribute to one's overall happiness. A study of Mormons, Amish, and Seventh-day Adventists showed lower mortality rates in those groups compared to the general population. If you can't get down with religion but still want to increase your overall happiness, there are still some things you can do. Consider trying laughing yoga, a practice that combines laughter exercises with yoga breathing and sounds at first like a room full of maniacal supervillains all plotting to take out Batman. According to one study, laughing yoga results in a drop in heart rate, blood pressure, and cortisol levels, and increases positive emotions while decreasing negative emotions and stress, all things that could make you quite happy indeed. Yep, there's an actual science or anatomy to happiness that can be measured in your body. And worth noting that the narcotics your body naturally makes when you are happy, cortisol, adrenaline, etc., are the same chemicals your body produces to fight off diseases, from the common cold to cancer. And if that's all too much work, you can try meditating. Research on Buddhist monks who are master meditators has found that meditating makes people nicer, more empathetic, and happier. Bottom line, happiness is not just some feel-good, mood-making new age device for peace and love, it's an actual narcotic and good for your health. And as I like to say, or maybe my father said it and I just ripped it off, happiness is the goal of all other goals. Are you a happy person? What's your secret? Let us know in the comments below or by uploading a video response.